Hi, welcome. Oh my goodness, what a week I've had. Here meditating with you today. And I had a plan and an idea about what I was going to talk about. And of course, my notes are gone. The universe loves to do that. They're like, oh, you want to talk about that? No, we want you to talk about this. And actually, I just have to listen. So I'm like, what are we talking about? And they're like, listen, we got this. And so the only thing I was able to find is this beautiful little message right here. And I keep hearing, read it, read it. So I will read it. Okay. Let's take a breath. Clear our minds. Remember who we are. Multi-dimensional energy that exists always in a timeless dimension. You can remember that every day. Might put some things in perspective. There is no such thing as dying. Dying is just a doorway. Doesn't even hurt, so I've heard. For the most part. Now it's quick, it's instant. And then you just bloop to the other side. And then everything makes sense, apparently. Get this download of just, oh, it's this aha. So when one of our loved ones crosses over to the other side, they become part of our team over there, part of the people who are looking out for us on the other side. And we can communicate and speak with them at any moment. We can ask for advice. We just have to learn how to listen to them. And it is a language. There is a language communication between here in the physical world and the spirit world. And in the beginning, when I first fully realized this, I realized that when the messages come through, okay, so this is good. Okay, so when the messages come through, they get downloaded and they go so fast, it's like that, and it's there already. So before you're even finished fully saying your thoughts or what you're asking of them, or they've already given you the answer. And many times it's so fast that we don't catch it because it happens so fast. And it sounds, so when it hits your brain, right, the energy comes in and hits your brain. Your brain is like the supercomputer. And it analyzes the information that was just downloaded. It analyzes it. When it analyzes it, it puts it into your words and your thoughts in a way that you here on this physical earth plane who has this brain can understand it. So it comes in your voice and you get like, is that just a thought that I had? That was just my thought. I don't know where it came from. It took me a little while to realize that it sounds like me, it sounds like my information, but I caught it when I was very, very present, really present, which means, you know, my mind isn't worried about the past or the future or what I have to do, but just really, I'm just right here, really in this moment where we all want to be all the time anyway. It's not that easy though, but grounded in the present moment. I caught the information come through and it was so fast and so quiet and like such a whisper. And I said, wait a minute, I didn't think that. That was not my thought. I did not generate that thought. I had no idea where that thought came from. It was from then that I programmed my brain to receive those messages when they come in. So you tell your brain, hey, when those messages come in, I'm going to recognize them. I'm going to be still enough to hear them. I'm going to set my like parameters on my brain, kind of like setting a cell phone on your alarm to go off. That's what happens. It's a practice. It does take practice. So like, for example, the universe, source, God, I am, that which we are, whatever that is that communicates to us all day long. And it communicates all day long to all of us all the time. I just want you to know that if you're listening to me right now, this consciousness that is beyond the veil through the doorway, does anyone really exactly know what it is? No, but it's something and it communicates. None of you would even be listening to this if you didn't know that as well. So, and it talks to all of us all the time, like all day long. There's never a moment when it's not there. And in fact, I'll share with you 2 visions that I had many years ago. One of them was, I had just first, like, I'm down, I'm meditating, I'm in a good place. And that was when I received this message, and they said that which is said, look outside. And as I looked outside, there were all these cars driving, and they were driving very fast, and this was real. And I said, what, and I saw big beams of light going down every single car. And I said, oh my gosh, you're communicating to everyone, to all of them all the time. And they have no idea, because we're just so busy getting somewhere. We have errands, chores, we're going to yell at someone or hug someone or whatever we have to do. We have all this stuff to do. So we don't realize that we're being communicated. And I said, they don't know, do they? Not everyone knows you're talking to them all the time. And they said, yeah, but you're going to tell them. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And then another vision I had at a similar time point, I heard the word, which I didn't know what it meant, omnipotent. I heard the word. I had seen it before. I think it's in the Bible, right? Omnipotent. Because I said, how are you able to be everywhere all at one time? How are you able to be here and in another human and in another? How? And I heard that word. And I saw and felt the earth, us, being wrapped in this like envelope of beautiful, loving, high vibrational energy blanket of warmth. And it was so loving and so it was always there. There's never a moment when it's not there. So even when you're in your darkest hour, and that's why we always hear the light is in the dark and the dark is in the light, even when you're in your darkest hour and you can't feel anything, you don't think that it's there, it's really right there. It's always right there. Sometimes we get so low that we just can't feel it. But there's ways for us to tune our bodies and tune our energies into being able to pick up on that light energy all the time. And that's why even anyone who's listening to this, that's what a light worker is. So a light worker is a channel vessel for that energy to vibrate. It's like you're a portal through our bodies. So all of our bodies, this is all of us. So light workers are practicing that. We're practicing bringing light onto the planet through our vibrations, clearing our minds, meditating, and allowing source energy to flow through our bodies and onto the planet. Hence, it's a light worker. That's what we are. And it's so cool when you can actually master this. It's a practice. I mean, it's like if you're going to get good at anything, you have to practice. So I have to practice a lot every day, all day long. That's what I do is I practice. Some days are easier than others. I find that days where a lot of things go, a lot of my expectations aren't met, that's when my vibrations will drop. And so expectations are a very big block or filter to get the energy through. So we have a filter here, right? And what stops some of this energy from flowing through are the lower vibrational energetic fields, such as expectations creates a block. So if I have these expectations, I expect, I'm going to start small, this pen to write. I expect this pen to write. It's a pen, it's supposed to write. And when I put it to the paper and it doesn't write, we have a choice like, oh, God, stupid pen, you're supposed to write. What's wrong with you? Blah, blah. And it's everywhere. We have expectations that we place on ourselves. We have expectations that we place on our pets. We have expectations that we place on our kids. Expectations that we place on our partners. And expectations that we place on our neighbors, on our mothers, on our sisters, on our brothers. Everyone you have certain expectations for. Well, it's my brother, and brothers should behave a certain way. You know, that's my expectations I'm placing on my brother. Oh, well, I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So I have certain expectations that I place on that boyfriend or girlfriend, and watch how your energy shifts into that. So sometimes you hear marriages just get all blah after the marriage happens. It's because of all the expectations that are brought into, well, now you're my wife, or now you're my husband, so you have to behave this way. You have to feel this way. And if you don't behave this is my expectations of how a husband should behave. And if you don't obey, I mean, what are the consequences that you dole out? Well, let's think about it. We have like the silent treatment. Forget it, I'm just not going to talk to him anymore, you know? Or I'm just going to be really, really rude or nasty. Or who knows what they are, right? Or I'm going to take things from, I don't know what all we do, but we all have this, you know, these expectations. What happens if, you know, your mother does something that is just like, really, you're a mom, you don't do that. Or your father. Or your neighbor. You expect your neighbor to bring their trash in on time. I mean, come on. We all live in this neighborhood. So what are you going to do if your neighbor doesn't bring his trash in? Are you going to come and like, are you gonna give him the cold shoulder, talk about it behind his back? Like, oh. Anyway, all of that keeps our mind ridiculously silly and busy, and it blocks source from coming in. So expectations, y'all, just think about them this week and just try to catch however many that you can. I think last week we talked about you trying to catch into all your low vibrational energies. When your energy gets low, can you recognize how that feels? Feels icky, it feels heavy, it feels uncomfortable. Then we get really cranky, you know, and then we spread that crankiness to other people. Like I have a bit of crankiness in me right now, a little low energy this week. And my hair stylist was like, you're stressed, there's something wrong, tell me everything. And I was like, man, he picked that up in like 3 seconds. That's why we have to really monitor our energy and what we're sharing and spreading onto our planet. And if we're cranky, we really should do, you know, don't spend days like that. Have a day if you want, you know, to be cranky, but then do your stuff, do your meditations, talk to your guides, talk to your spirit, talk to source. Hey, Jill. I'm gonna bring you on for a second. Hold on. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I want to put us like this. I hear you have pneumonia. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Wait a minute, hold on. 1 second.
Okay. See, now this 1 second, this is where we all reset our minds. We breathe into our body. And we give Jill her second.
Yeah, no, I'm right.
You poor thing. You short of breath, huh?
Yeah, well, I thought it was another heart. I thought it was another heart attack. So I told my husband he better rush me to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
So he took me, and nope, you got pneumonia. I guess my immune system is low because of the heart attack, and I'm in the hospital. And I didn't get some food or nothing. So I don't know how I got the pneumonia, but they said your heart and your immune system is weak, so you're susceptible to anything. So,
wow, so no idea how you got pneumonia.
No, because I work from home. I haven't been out.
Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
It's
well,
okay,
how,
I'm alive,
I have
so
a question. Let me see. Claire, am I still echoing? Sometimes, give me 1 second, Jill. Claire, am I still echoing? Sometimes we have an echo. If am I echoing to you, Jill?
No.
Okay. So Claire, sometimes it could be the volume on the sometimes the volumes. All right, so you have your medicine, you're home, you're staying warm, you're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Staying healthy.
It was weird though. It was really weird because I was like at 4:44, I got up, I said to my husband, I need to go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm not breathing right. I'm having a little bit of chest pain. And I'm like, I gotta go. I'm not playing games. And then we went. They were like, "There's nothing wrong with your heart." Just that they like an hour or two later, they came back and said you got pneumonia. I'm like, pneumonia? Where the hell did I get that from?
Is it like walking pneumonia?
Not just she said it was acute pneumonia. I don't know what acute pneumonia means.
Oh, and Joseph is saying that Jill is echoing. See, me and Jill, we have no echo. Her speaker is too loud. That's what Joseph says.
Oh, well, let me lower mine. Lower mine.
Okay.
Is that better?
Well, let's see what Joseph says. You're not echoing to me. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but hey, well, sorry if I'm echoing. Maybe there's two Jills. Boy, you guys are in trouble. There's two Jills. And no, but thank you for asking. But I just put that out there because my brothers see me on Facebook because they never call me, so I always let them know where I'm at. So, because my older brother owns a business, so he's always busy, and my little brother busy with his 3 grandkids. So I always put things on Facebook so they know, hey, I'm sick, don't bother me or call me or something. And then I don't like to really put my stuff out there, but that's the only way we communicate is through Facebook now. Like, really?
Yeah, you know what? I love that you're saying that, Jill. I love that you're saying that because I have found that we're not communicating with each other the same way that we were. We don't really have families checking in on families. It's like an email or a text, but there's not that verbal, we're interacting. I love you. I care about you.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. It's totally different. Totally different. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and I told my daughter we didn't have cell phones. We didn't even have computers. What we did, we played outside. You don't have no reason to be inside. But
and for any of y'all listening to this, if you have kids, I don't want my daughter to come in here and kill me, but I'm telling you, I took her cell phone from her for some grades and some stuff. And let me tell you, she's been acting like 100% better. Health-wise, mentally wise. It was way too much stimulus for her beautiful baby brain. And it was overwhelming her and overloading her senses. And she was interested in likes and interested in pictures. And, oh my God, Mom, someone unfriended me. And it was like intense. And so I was like, you know what? I said, let's take the phone. And she's like, I want it back. And I'm like, So if I really have a feeling that there's something going on with the phones and the social media. And I think that we really need to maybe begin to pull back on the amount of time that we're doing this, that we're scrolling. I mean, our eyes are getting a little odd. And it's you like zone into this world. And then you look back up and you're like, wow, how much time? Like TikTok and all the Instagrams and the Facebooks. And I'm telling you, it's time for all of us to take a break, but we need to take our phones.
Sometimes I even go on the computer to go look you and Joseph up, or if my friends on Facebook say, hey, let's come alive over here, or that is it. But my daughter, like my nephew, who's 28, just turned 28, on the phone all the day, constantly. I just put the phone down. It's so disgusting. Even my brother, who's 52, on the phone, no matter what. Really.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm glad you're saying this. I think, guys, if I end up dead from some secret poison the next day for saying this, but get off your phones. Because I don't think it's some kind of government. There is something. They're zombifying us with the phones. Like, we're not interacting. We're reclusive. We're addicted. We're addicted to social media and to
a different personality.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put the phone down and just not even worry about it. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, I got to catch you guys.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Well, you know, if you're too much on it, like I probably need to monitor my use a little more. I don't feel like I am too much on it, but I do have that habit of looking, checking, clicking.
It's a habit. Just like quitting smoking. It's 21 days of, well, they say 21 days of habit. Learn to not do it after 21 days that you won't even think about it. But I tell my daughter all the time, the computer's not good for your eyes. Yes, you can be educated on the computer, but it's not good for your brain. There's radiation that goes from the computer to you that affects you later down in life, cancer and everything else.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but you and Joseph will probably correct me.
we'll know, right? We'll know when we're older what's going to happen. I think in the future, moving forward, we're going to limit the use. There's going to be some kind of study that says limit the use of the phone in children. Children under 12 or 14 are not permitted to have a phone. I believe in some part of our future.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just like tonight when I got out of the hospital, I said to the doctor gave me another pill, make another pill. It's a protozoan pill or something for the lung to clear up the lungs up, like not a steroid pill. I'm like, oh, heck no. I was on 19 pills. I just get down to 8. Now I'm going back up to 1. But it's only temporary. So.
Only temporary. Yeah, I told my daughter
today,
they gave her, my daughter got an injury, and the doctors gave her muscle relaxers to take 3 times a day, and she's 12.
Wow. A young child.
And my little one's like, I'm gonna have to take them 3 times a day. I said, oh no, you're not taking that. I said, you can have 1 more tonight and that's it. You're not taking for a whole, who knows, the whole bottle. And if you just mindlessly listen to everything the doctors say without doing your own research, anyway, I don't know, just
you'll be fine.
Be your own. You got to take care of yourself.
You know what pills I care about? Look, when I had my daughter, I didn't even take pain pills. The doctor says, don't brave it. I said, look, I am 33. I had this kid naturally. I had no pills. Why do I take pills afterwards? Believe me, you're going to need it. I said, how do you know? You're a man. You didn't have a baby. I'm a woman. I know my body. I know how I am. I'm not taking no pill. So if you could take those pills and give them to somebody else who's a drug addicted, because I'm not going to be addicted to drugs because you gave them to me. I told his, excuse my French, ass off. The doctor, okay.
They're always trying to push the pills because I think they get like a lot of money from that.
I know. Well, it's 20 years ago, but it was when they had Demerol around.
And that's pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, a long time ago. Demerol and Tylenol codeine with codeine 3. Tylenol 3 with codeine. I'm like, dude, I don't even take Midol for pain. So don't even give me that.
Oh my God, I've never taken that. I was young too with the baby, just taking, that was crazy. Is that weird?
Yep, I just can't wait to get off this prednisone and I'll be done with those. I got down from 19 pills down to 8. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so my heart doctor said I'll have to, there's 2 pills out there, the blood pressure pill and the Lipitor.
So I wanted to let you know that I'm embarking on a health and wellness. I'm glad you mentioned this, on a health and wellness fast, and I'm saying it out loud so that everyone hears me and holds me accountable for this. I'm on a 21-day fast and detox starting tomorrow. So anything that has like chemicals in it, caffeines, sugars, really like the meats and fats and dairies and stuff, I'm just going to detox. I'm going to mainly drink like water and, some teas and some broths and allow my body to cleanse and purify the toxins out of it. So I'm welcoming anyone who wants to like consider fasting one item or one thing or one, and it can be a 21-day, you know what, it doesn't have to be ingestion, just a 21-day like decision to do something healthy for yourself for 21 days, whatever that might mean. Like it could be, I don't know, going to the gym. It could be trying to get off the pills. It could be starting a yoga class. It could be, I don't know what that means. I don't know, doing your meditations, maybe, doing your meditations every day for 21 days. Just something healthy in the self-care and wellness thing for 21 days. Just a thought, just to consider. Pick your own 21 days. If you decide to pick something, let me know. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, no, you're right. I picked listening to Joseph's videos at night, so those are I listen to. That helps me relax and keeps me focused. And matter of fact, I got to thank Joseph because I had a dream of my mother. She actually came and visited me and opened up her arms and said, she said to somebody, thank you for bringing her. And I'm like, Mom, I've always been here. And I could see her I saw her with her arms wide open, and then she gave me a tight hug. And I said, thank you, Mom, for finally coming to visit me in my dream. And she says, anytime I love, and she gave me a kiss and she just disappeared. And that's something she would do in life.
Oh, you got a visit from your mommy.
Yes, I did.
That's so beautiful. I love to hear those stories.
Yep. And then I
love
woke
that.
up. I wrote it down real fast, and I said to myself, "Thanks, Joseph, because you and him help me, and he's helped me. I mean, you help me too. Don't get me wrong, you do. I mean, you're wonderful what you do. Matter of fact, that
Thank you.
girl that was on last week, she said Joseph and you gave her a reading. Her name was Linda, but she told me her name was Rihanna.
Oh,
On Facebook, she goes by Rihanna, but her real name is Linda. And I said, well, I already told Joseph about you, but I didn't, because I didn't know anything about her background. She was just depressed on Facebook. I said, well, why don't you just look at Joseph and Christian? I go, they do on Mondays. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Mondays and Wednesdays. I said they would be more than glad to give you a ring. I won't tell them who you are, but I'll I'll let Joseph know about not your name, but I gave him Rihanna. And she goes, I'm there by Linda. I'm like, really? But she
that's
said you guys hit
awesome.
her on the spot, and she was so much more happier. She texted me. She goes, oh my God, you won't know the depression's lifted. And so I told you the
Yay.
real.
Yay.
The both
That
of
is
them are real.
all. And I've had so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful emails that have come through of people saying that they're feeling better, And that is that's everything to me, that people are feeling better and like they're waking up with a little less heaviness and their energy is better and healed. Because the more of us that heal our energy, when our energy heals, all of the people's energy around us heals. So basically, by you healing, you become a healer, and we need as many
Oh,
as we
really?
can get right now. Yeah, you become a
Can I heal
healer.
myself?
You can heal yourself. Yes, you can. You really can.
Good.
It's beautiful, but and I'm going to say it, it's a timeless dimension. It is in a timeless dimension. So we have to master time. You have to practice it. It's the healing powers that I'm speaking of are in between past and future, in the spot where past and future doesn't exist. So it's in the present moment. So it's really mastering the timeless dimension of the present moment. And within that dimension, all is healed. Addictions are gone. Sickness is healed. Your body is healed. Your energy is healed, and you can heal others. And it exists and it's available to all of us right now. But we have to study to find it. I have found it doesn't. So keep learning, keep reading, keep studying, but know what you're looking for. You're looking for the present moment. So go into YouTube and present moment awareness or presence or books on the present moment. How do you reach it? How do you get there? And just gobble that information up, and as you will begin to heal. And it's like heaven on earth. It's utopia. It's perfection here on earth. It's just beautiful. You see just the perfection of everything. And you see the people around you become healed, and the energy alleviates, and it's just really lovely. So I will keep talking about it. This is what I will do. Keep talking. Just keep reminding people to find it. And that's it,
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. You guys everyone tells me who do I refer to you guys. Why does Joseph do it for free? I said, because they're very caring people, and they're out there to help people. They're not just, Joseph and Christian is not about money. They're about humanity. Yeah. I said, and that's what I enjoy about them. And I go, they don't even have to give me a reading. Joseph gave me a reading. I know you gave me a reading, but I just enjoy watching when people put a smile on their face. But this girl, that Linda girl, she kept on saying all night, thank you. You have no idea. I said, don't thank me. Go on Joseph's blog and Christian's blog and put that reading on them.
Thank you.
I just gave you the name. That's all I did. So
thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, no problem. I'll do that for anybody who cares about the next person. I mean, I see how you shine. When I look at your pictures on Facebook, you can see the glow on your face. How you love to help people. And yeah, Joseph, he just has like one of those.
He's soothing. Joseph is like that solid, soothing force, Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. He's always is very energetic, energy stabilizing.
Yeah, you guys make a good
because I feel everything in energy now. I feel everything in energy, so he stabilizes my energy.
Yeah, you
Which
got a
I,
good for each other. Not dating was. I'm not talking about dating because I know he has a girlfriend, but I'm just the friendship. You can just tell that you guys
me and
have
Joseph
something.
we're like best buds. He's one of my best
Yep.
friends. So we
That's good.
we just get along like that. And just that's it.
He seems
Yeah.
like that type of person. I don't know him personally. I mean, I know him from Facebook, of course, but you know, like I was trying to tell you a while ago, I was embarrassed. I'm like, who the heck is Joseph? You know, and he goes, I'm the famous medium of. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, somebody was talking about him, and then, but hey, look, he's a great guy. I got to know him. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
kind of feel stupid for that comment. It's just I just say what's I'm not filtered. I just say what's on my mind, and if you don't like, oh well, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but got it. You know, that's the way it is. But
No, I love
after,
that. I
yep,
love
after
that not
CEO of my bank,
filtered.
they'll tell you I'm very outspoken. But
Yes. I see.
yeah,
Communication. All right. I love
yep.
you, Jill.
I love you too. Love you,
Feel
Joseph.
better.
Huh?
Feel better and check in. Let
Oh,
us know
thanks
how
for
you're
letting me
doing,
know,
okay?
dude. I'm feeling better now, so that's all that matters.
Well, thanks for coming on, Jill.
No problem. Have a good night, guys. Be safe.
Hey, figure out what you're gonna do your 21-day health and self-love.
Oh, I already did that. I'm gonna do the treadmill more,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start trying to lose a little bit more weight. I can't do it fast, but I gotta do it slowly.
Okay.
So
I think that sounds wonderful.
thank you.
All right. We'll talk soon. Mwah. Bye. Oh, look,
Bye.
I got my new thing. One tribe. Mwah. I love you. That's going to be my new thing. One T for tribe. Kiss. Mwah. I love you. Yay. I got a new thing. Okay. Bye, love. Okay. Hi, Claire. Claire, do you want to come on? Or are you just listening? I'm okay either way. I have Coquito for Joseph. Coquito. Should I know what that is? Claire, would you like to come on, or are you happy in the background? Oh, and Joseph's on a run. Let's see if I can click on it. I'm out running and I'm listening. Hey, Joseph. Oh, and Jill. Joseph says, feel better. And Kim. Hello, all. And everyone else was telling me that everything was echoing. So sorry if it was echoing. Okay, so I have to read this because I know that let's see. Oh, see, Joseph, that's what happened last week. I know you're listening. When see how I click on the comments, I can't figure out how to get it off now. Let's go back up to the top. I couldn't do it last week either. Yeah, I don't know how to take off the comment now. Maybe I click. No. Maybe I got to click. Oh, the hide button. I found it. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, guys, I'm going to read this from source because this is all it gave me. Everything else is gone. So this is unfortunate, I guess. Okay, so in the present moment, which is really, really crucial, the one I was just talking about, textures, sense like things you can smell. Okay, so let me tell you. All right. The present moment is about sense awareness. Sense awareness. We learned it in kindergarten, and how did we not realize it was so important? So, what you can smell. In the present moment, you smell without the filter of your brain going, oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells bad. I wonder what that's going to smell like. Oh, it's a rose. All of those words detract from the scent itself. So what we're trying to do is smell without any words being generated in your mind, without a story going around the smell, without a judgment going around the smell. Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Ooh, that's strong. Oh, that smells good. Try to just smell things without thinking. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I did it so good. Did you see that? So, it's really beautiful. Did it again. So when I have it on me all the time, this keeps me grounded. Keeps me grounded. because that just smells. And it brings your energy down. The fire, looking at the fire. So it's what you can look at without creating a story. What you feel without creating a story, just feel. Just feel different textures. Not like, oh, that's soft. Oh, that's rough. Oh, this is good. Oh, that's bad. Just try to feel. And in the present moment, without the generating of the words, that is how you stay grounded in source dimensional energy. So when your mind glitches, which we talked about, your mind glitches, it glitches into the mind. So, okay, let's say I didn't like the way this smelled and I smelled it. Ugh, it smells horrible. Now your energy glitches into the mind and your mind goes on and on about, well, it smells horrible because let's say it's a garbage can because no one took the trash out and blah, and it's gross and something's dirty and how could something smell like that? And you have a whole story and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So that's a glitch. When our energy moves from our body into our mind and the mind begins to turn and move and move and move, we've glitched. And when you hear about the big shift, it's a big shift, everyone. The shift is moving the energy from the mind and grounding it into the body, into sense awareness. So when you hear ground yourself, it's grounding into sense awareness. Sense awareness, such as what you feel, taste, touch, smell, hear, listen is huge. Listen, just purely listen. That's what these are for. These are for listening. This is why you see me, I am listening. Smelling, looking, touching, tasting. That is where the communication lies, in there. Okay, when we glitch, we shift back. This is just one. Look, I only got 3 words in. That's all I wanted me to read this. There's a reset. So I want you to imagine creating a reset button in your brain. Reset, reset. So when you glitch, instead of turning another story about, oh my gosh, I just glitched. What's wrong with me? I should be practicing. I should be meditating. Now and I glitched and blah, 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 blah. Just imagine that there is a reset button and you're going to go reset, stop, and pull that energy back down and rebalance. The moment you sense that you've glitched or shifted into the mind, reset and rebalance. And that's the timeless now presence. Speak for me and with me, us together. So yeah, source, that which is communicating, wants to speak with us, through us, through us. Speak for me, with me. So listen, allow it to channel through, allow the energy to channel, and allow your words to speak. Allow source. It says us together. We speak as one, as we are one, together. So many times this happens with me very often. But it's because I keep the channel open. Detox, cleanse, purify, toxins, glitch, thought, reset, past, release, exist, only. Well, this is a good one. Trust me to make decisions and choices. You might get glitched right there. Trust me, the I am present source, that which is on the other side, that which communicates, gone. whatever you want to call it, nature, but it doesn't care what you call it. But it says, trust me to make decisions and choices. Now, in the Bible, it says somewhere to remain obedient. And we, as a very strong nation of Americans, can't stand the word obedience. But there is an obedience to this energy that knows more than we do and really has my back, loves me, takes care of me, always is there for me, has never done anything to harm me. So I trust, now whatever that is, to make decisions and choices. And I do. I ask Source before I do anything. I always ask, what decision is healthy for me? You know, what, and I put my life in complete control of what I serve the universe, whatever that means. You know, for example, I was down meditating at a beautiful event, which I'm going to let you guys know, for those who are listening, there's a beautiful event on the full moon by a super cool chick whose energy is just vibing of flawless goddessism. Just really fantastic. She had this big headdress on. But anyway, I want us all to go and meet together there. Anyone who's in the area, I'll get the information to come. We'll all go. In fact, I'll try to get it on Wednesday's show with Joseph. So we're all going to just meet down there. I told her that we were going to come next month. So I'm going to get on that. I'll have that information for you tomorrow. Okay, so I was there. And I left my wallet. I never do this anymore, but I took my wallet out of my purse and I put it on top of the pay thing. And I remember my brain was like, don't do that. You're going to forget that. And then I forgot it. Not that I forgot it, but Source, so this is how it works. Source, the universe, did not want me to remember it. So it actually blocked it from my vision. It does that for real, guys. So this was something that needed to happen. This was an experience that was destined by Source and God, all that, the universe. So I get, so cool. So this girl finds it and she says, I'm just about to walk into a therapy session. Can I give it to you afterwards? And I said, absolutely. She tracks me down on Facebook, tracks me down on Instagram, finds my phone number somehow and calls me. And I'm in the meditation. I just got there, sitting down, about to meditate. I mean, the world is amazing. The universe loves me. And she says, did you lose your wallet? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm in Miami Beach in a parking lot on the side of the road. Oh, I love it. And I said, yeah. And all of a sudden, all these messages start coming in to her, flowing in like, she needs to come up here. You need to bring her up here. She needs to be a part of this. There's a reason for all of this. And I wasn't even upset for a second. I was like, okay, I trust you, universe. And so when she called me, she's like, oh my God, I don't know where I'm at. I'm out of my therapy session. And I said, walk down the street, come in here, come upstairs and come and see where I'm at. And she walked in and, you know, you could tell she was in pain. You could tell her heart was hurt. And when she walked in and she saw everyone meditating and she saw all the people on the ground and she heard the music, her energy was just like healed and lifted. And I said, this is where you will find the peace that you're looking for. And she's like, thank you so much. And I said, and I'll let you know, we'll be friends and we can go to the beach and we can do yoga. And she's like, absolutely. Thank you so much. And she's like, here's your wallet. I'm like, thanks. So this happens all the time. We're going to lose our wallets. And that's what it means. Trust me to make decisions and choices instead of me freaking out. Oh my God, my wallet's gone. What am I going to do? The world is over. Blah. No, I just trust it. Okay, my wallet's gone. There is a reason for that. And that is okay. All right. So we make the choices together. Okay. It says, feel me. Together we choose. Feel me. So feel me. So that's what I do. I feel Source around me all the time. And I'm listening. And I'm always looking for signs. And I'm always listening for voices. And I'm always listening for messages. And I'm always tuned into that vibration. And there are times when my vibrations are low, and when my vibrations are low, I have a harder time hearing source, but I know source is there. That's why it's so important for me to rebalance and not spend too much time in my low states, because then I disconnect from source, because it's such a high vibration that when you're in a low vibration, it's not that it's never there. It's just we're vibrating a little too low to hear it. You know, so I like to say there is, like, let's call it a plane, and on the top is light and on the bottom is dark. And when our little toes dip into the darkness, the dark side, I don't know, we start feeling cranky and uncomfortable. We can kind of still hear the light. But then as we get lower and lower and lower, which happens, but all the way down at the bottom, that's where the drug use happens. That's where violence happens. That's where addictions are at its worst. So when you find yourself stressed and then like you're feeding your addictions because it's making you feel better, it's because you dropped so low in your vibration pattern that your vibration pattern is bringing into the addictions. And then as you keep going lower, this is where suicide happens, right here. Violence, death, murder, and suicide. So we want to stay away from all that. We want to, when our toes dip in and we start feeling irritated, uncomfortable, not feeling well, we just don't wait till it gets here. Or a lot of people are just living right here. They're living like halfway here. So that's why sometimes they're feeling good, but a lot of times they're not feeling healthy. So that's because you're teetering. So what I try to do every day is I mean, trust me, I get there. I don't get too low too much anymore. I mean, it's happened, but for the most part, I stay, I don't know, I'm teetering in this area here, but at least I recognize when my feet and my toes have dropped and I'm starting to experience a low vibrational energy shift, which then all sorts of bad stuff happens in there. Just all sorts of bad stuff. Okay. Now it says, I trust you to handle all of these situations for me. Yeah. So that was a question. That was a question I said, because he said together, Source said, together we choose. And I said, so I trust you to handle all of these situations for me. I mean, that's a lot of trust. So you're going to handle my finances, and you're going to handle my job opportunities, and you're going to handle my living situations. And that's a yes. And it said, I just need to exist in the here and now with you. I just need to exist in the here and now with you. I'll read that again. It's in caps. I trust you to handle these situations for me. I just need to exist in the here and now with you. I mean, I can handle that. And when you exist in the here and now, everything just goes click, 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 and everything just lines up, and everything is just full of love, and everything makes sense. So when you do learn and practice to exist in the here and now, I pray you will spend the rest of your existence in that space. And it says, merge. Vibrations of past no longer serve you. Here in the present, release them to me. These words, say no thing. I am. Translator, merged as one being, being one being. All right, well, there's your messages from Source. And it's cool because this language is a bit 5D, and it's shifted up a little bit. So the 5D language reads backwards and forwards, up and down. So I can read this backwards, forwards, sideways. I just look at it, and it's words. It's fascinating. So I'm going to publish some of this because it's a different way of viewing things, but it's been helping me. This and the other thing that was channeled, it was written in a different way, but I like carry it with me everywhere. It really helps me to click in. Hey, Claire, do you want to come on? Claire. Hi, Claire. You want to come on, Claire? I love that name. Oh, she says, I don't have a camera. Can you tell me about my finances? Sure. Let's talk about your finances. Take a breath, Claire. Okay, Claire. I just want a settlement. You know what? I'm going to read for you exactly the way they pulled, and I'm going to allow you to put them where you need them to go. Okay, so I see there being a situation with someone in energy, looks male, that may not necessarily be a healthy influence in your life right now. So there's masks on, and the masks may seem like everything is going well, but behind the masks, there's some resentment and animosity and some unhealthy situations. So in this particular situation, the universe is asking you to trust them fully. Complete trust, meaning you got to jump and you have to trust that you're going to be taken care of. Okay? And that's not so easy to do, so it's going to take a little bit of practice. I'd like you to try to develop some relationship with your guides. If your spiritual health isn't up to par, start studying. You're going to need some, energy in this area. I do see that you have been in a lower vibrational time in your life, in the shadows. But it's a rebirth right now. So you are growing, you are moving, you are getting above everything that you need to get above. You're doing the work. Now here's some bit of advice, and this is not so easy to do sometimes, okay? But going with the flow of a river and allowing yourself to move as the energy moves will give you a very calm, what is the word I'm looking for? Situation, energetically, internally, versus going the opposite way of the stream of the flow of the life of the energy. So you have this paddle and you're kind of paddling upstream. You feel like you're in a battle, like you're fighting a lot of things. It's a time more for trusting the situation, praying about the situation, but trusting that the energy is going to flow and in a positive direction. I'll definitely let you know. Now, here's another thing that's happening. Right now, you have got to turn this energy that's flowing outside of you, and you need to turn it around and bring it back into you. So you have a lot of energetic influences externally talking to you about things. You need to do this and you need to do that, and this is the right thing and this is the wrong thing, and they're all around you. What I need you to do is, we obviously cannot remove all of them from our life, but we can protect ourselves spiritually in a protection bubble of energetic health while we're interacting with these people. Do not let them get into your soul, right? You will still have to listen to them, but sometimes limit the interactions. And there's nothing wrong with just going, okay, thank you for sharing that information, but it's not getting intaken right now. Stop intaking all information and energy from everyone else. You have to turn in here. Okay, I want to purchase some homes here and in Italy. Energetically, vibrationally, speak to your soul, Claire. Talk to your people on the other side. Look for the signs. Ask for a sign from your guides. Just ask for it. Energetically, you will feel, but allow yourself the real honesty and truth to feel how you're feeling inside about whether this is a healthy, energetic situation for you or an unhealthy, energetic situation for you. Your soul knows the answer. Okay, now, I do see that a lot of the situations and the experiences that you're having, this is a karmic past life. Like you've gone through this so many times in your other lives. But they want to let you know that this particular lifetime, you are a master creator. So you have the spiritual guru-ness to create any life that you want. Yeah. I mean, you are the master creator, and that's channeling through you. So learn to use that power and you can do whatever you want. Yeah, it's right here. It doesn't pull for everybody. See that creator card? That's a very powerful card. And that card pulls when you're being spoken to like this, and they want you to listen. And look, here's the turning in card. See all the people talking? You're the one in the middle. Maybe I need to start showing you guys these cards. I keep saying I promise I'm going to go on YouTube and detail this deck to make sure. Now, I have two other energies that I do feel the need to let you know they did pull in your card. Now, they pulled at the end. So when they pull at the end, you know, they're letting you know that this is an energy that's in your existence, but it's not like they didn't pull in the front too, they pulled in the back too. So it's a side note. This is a side note. You have energy inside of your environment that does not want to compromise. This is the way it is. This is my way, and so be it. And this energy is also, this is right and this is wrong. This is black and that is white. This is good and that is bad. This should happen and this should not happen. What happens is it creates an environment where we feel a little like we're walking on eggshells. And we're not really sure what we should say or how we should feel or what, because it's like everything that we're saying is like, it's not right anyway, right? That's right and that's wrong. And our opinions may differ. Anyway, I'm going to let you put that energy where it goes. Just like my daughters. Okay. Thank you, Claire. Janine, would you like a reading? Because I am, hi, let me bring you on. Oh, I love you too, Claire. Thank you. I hope that let us know how you're going. And I think that on a personal perspective, I would love to go to Italy into these houses that you're going to buy. So count me in. Girls trip. What? Hello.
Hi.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday is right.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing okay. Just getting stuff done around the house. How are you?
You know what? I am better. I am in a higher vibrational, energetic state now than I was all day.
Oh, well, that's good.
I always feel better after I plug into you guys. You know, the energy turns on and it just flows and it feels good and it heals me.
Isn't that great? That's because you're doing what you were meant to do. What you are
Yeah.
meant to do.
I know.
You're in your happy place.
Yeah. Imagine if I could just do this all day. I think I could talk for 8 hours a day on here. Because it's not only me, there's so much information. I could read every book and we could go through what they all mean. Maybe I'm just going to be on 8 hours a day. And then I'll have a GoFundMe page. It says, because you know what? I love what Jill said earlier. And I've had a lot of feelings about this. Really strong feelings. I have a hard time digesting charging for doing this because it's really about healing. But on the other side, I want to do this full time. And I need to have some kind of, in order to do that full time, I have to pay my bills, right? But so what I was thinking about doing is so that I can really keep that energy free flowing is doing like a GoFundMe page or something that says, hey, if you want to sponsor, because that way it's not like in order to talk to me, you have to give me this money and that money. But it's like if I've helped you in any way and you can spare some money and you want to sponsor the show from continuing and just leave it open like that. I just feel better.
Maybe you should add a donation page to the site.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Because I would love to do this. I will do this full time. 100%. Like, that's not a question. You know, and me and Joseph have so many amazing things. We have a workshop this weekend. We're going to be doing workshops together. I want to do retreats, like health and wellness retreats, where we come and just get away to somewhere nice on like a weekend and, I don't know, do some yoga, eat some vegan food, like meditate. Joseph will do his stuff. I'll do my stuff. We'll have a rejuvenating weekend. I want to do that. I'm going to do that for sure, because I need that.
See, you're already planning. You're already planning. You're putting it
Yeah.
into action. You're speaking it.
Yeah. Oh, and guess what I'm also going to do? I saw this too. It's called One Tribe. So I had a vision about this. It was so weird because I just had gotten away from this and I wasn't feeling healthy. I mean, I was feeling without this. I was just so dark and so cold and so alone and just, I don't know, kind of lost. And I mean, I was making the motions of life. I was living life. I was working, paying my bills and everything, but something was really missing. And I had just gotten away from this. I mean, mind you, my guides are always there. I'm always talking, but I wasn't talking to them as much, you know? And I had a vision, I would say maybe 6 or 8 months ago at a park, at a downtown park in Lake Worth. There was a stage, and somehow I found myself there on a lunch break, and I saw a whole event. I saw a whole event there with lots of people and lots of tables and people in blankets and people with drums, and I heard the word One Tribe. And I even saw the logo where it's like for everyone. And here's what I want to do again. I want to make it free. I want to make everything free, and I want to put it out for sponsorship. So like, if you have the means to sponsor this event, then, you know, we have the little recyclable bags, and you can put your flyers and stuff in there, and like your logo will go on the bag. And that way people who have the money to sponsor it can and be a part of it. But all the people who maybe just need a break right now and they don't have the $10 or the $20. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of beautiful gifts, like making beautiful rocks and stones. And my friend Gary makes these beautiful things. But you know, he doesn't have the money to spend like $500 on a booth or $1,000 or whatever they charge for those booths are expensive. Why not? I just would like it all to be free. And we get sponsors from people. So I really want to set it up that way somehow, because I feel like that's giving back to the community in a way.
That's
and, hey guys, hey, what are you fighting over? Foxy. Fighting my dogs. Anyway, I'm gonna do that too.
I love it. That's all great. I'm
gonna do it. And look at it's gonna go. Look at my One Tribe. I love it. I can't wait to do this. It's what I want to do for the rest. I will do this for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to do anything else.
You know what? It's a gift when I tell my kids, when you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
No. Give it a chance. What is it that you love, and give yourself a real chance. Like, I've ran so many other people's business. I run a construction company right now. And I used to run ballroom. Yeah, I run a beautiful large construction company. And what's been beautiful is trying to incorporate this into that world of finance and business and guys and structure and time. And it's a beautiful challenge for me. And I've ran so many other people's businesses. I helped my partner run a laser company. I ran a ballroom dance studio. I did a professional training school, and the teachers are still teaching to this day. Tasha has her own school, and John Harris has his own school, and they came out of my professional training academy for dance. I did that. I know. I guess people don't know that. I guess I really don't talk too much about that sometimes, right? Yeah.
You have a lot of talents.
But I never gave myself a chance to run something for myself. I never, yeah. It's easier to run it for other people somehow. I wonder what that is. Some kind of glitch. Some kind of like fear of failure. I'm going to find that energy and remove it. It's in my field.
Yeah, get rid of fear. You already know you have the talent to run something, and you have the talent for what you want to run. So just couple them together, and you'll make happen.
Yeah. Yes. Do this, guys. We're gonna have so much fun. And Joseph he's on board, and we're making courses. And I can't wait to make my own set of cards. I have so many of them swirling around in my brain. I just need to get them out. I even have someone who's gonna design them, and she's a beautiful artist, and she's such a light worker. She designed both of my logos, the Nonami and the Lightworkers United. She's a really special woman, energetically speaking. She's like a little fairy on earth.
And you could sell those at your events and online.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited. You know, Joseph's been doing this for 20 years. And he's got so much amazing testimonies and so many amazing healings and so much. And like, I just look forward to my next 20 years of my life. That's lovely, right? I am so excited for the next 20 years of my life.
That is awesome.
Yeah, who'd have thought? Like, you don't realize sometimes you're like, oh, things are settled, things are good, and then something exciting like comes around, and you're like, never mind, I'm just getting started. What? Who is that kidding?
That's right. Well, you're young and you're beautiful. You have your whole future ahead of you.
I'll be 40 in a month, so.
No way.
Yeah. My son, it's because I channel source all the time, because I'm in this channeled source energy. It stops your aging. It does. Okay, breathe for me. Wow, that was strong energy. You shot that right at me. It made my hands go, woo. My hands were like, woo. Good job. How old are your daughters?
I have a daughter that's 22 and I have a son who's 13.
You have a daughter who's 22?
Yes, I told you last week she's not talking, you know.
Oh, we were going to talk about this, weren't we?
We were.
Yeah. So, okay. My son wasn't talking to me either. And I had all of these reasons why I was right. And this is what I did. I apologized.
I did that.
I apologized. I mean, I really apologized. And I sat there for 2 hours and literally fessed up to everything I had done wrong in the last 2 years that I knew I had done wrong. Yeah. I owned it all. I had to. The last 2 years, yeah, I had to. I mean, and even things that as a mother, I thought they were right, but they were wrong for him. They didn't work for him. So he's 16 going on, and everyone's like, you got to get tough on him. You need to get tough. You got a couple years to shaping him up, to turn him into the man he needs to be. And I had this coming from all corners of advice that I was too nice to him. I was too like lenient. I was too something. Whatever it was, it wasn't. Everyone thought that I was too lenient. So the last 2 years I tightened up and put my rules and put my foot down, and we were just constantly kind of at each other, and it just wasn't working. We were butting heads. And I was at the point where I was just about to lose him in my life for real. And I was at the point where I was okay with that. And I said, wait, stop. Where's my white flag of what the heck? Never should I be okay with that. Ever. And he just did not realize, because I hadn't shown him with me trying to be this tough kind of doing the right thing, is doing this because I love you, doing this because whatever I had told myself in my head, it was harming him, and the energy was harming him. And so I just literally was like, all right, let's go and start. I needed to accept you for who you are as a person. I needed to forgive certain things. And I also found that I was harboring some non-forgiveness. I was harboring some resentment there for some things that had happened. And we just got further and further apart. I'm going to tell you, it was the most beautiful thing I think I've ever done in my life.
Oh.
And one of the hardest, but he melted, which was so nice. And, you know, and I said, and this isn't something that I'm expecting you to just be over it. And I was still a great mom, but I was too harsh on him. I made him feel unloved. I made him feel unwanted. I made him feel like I didn't accept him for who he was.
Oh.
You know? Yeah. And so I just sat there and I said, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. And I want to let you know how much I love you. And I'm sorry. And, you know, they have the silliest things, what they're upset about. Sometimes you're like, really? But okay. I'll apologize for that too. I literally just went through, and any single thing that he was upset about, I just apologized for. Whether I thought I was right or wrong, I didn't need to argue a point. I didn't need to get a point across. I just said, I'm sorry that you felt that way. I just listened and I validated. I just took it, all of it.
That's
Told
good.
him I love you. Told him I'm sorry.
It's bigger picture and you're
Oh, wait, you're breaking up. Wait. You're breaking up.
hello.
Tell me again. Hi, I can hear you now.
So I said if you were looking at your picture and your relationship is the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Me being right wasn't more important. And the truth is, I had to own that. And I'm telling you, I swear, I went 3 rungs up on the spiritual guru ladder because it was hard. It was so hard because we have crazy expectations we place on our kids. Crazy. We birthed them, but they're their own humans, and you are not responsible for the choices and decisions that they make. And it may not be like, and even now, he's his own person, and I love him, but he's making choices and decisions that I'm like, okay, well, sometimes people gotta learn the hard way. Love you, but okay, you know. But it's been great.
Yeah, it's part of growing up.
And it's tough. 22, he's going to be 19, so they're right around, you know. So you can tell me if you want to talk about it, but you don't have to talk about it if you're not ready for it. It's okay. You don't have to.
She just first her stepdad, and she just said I didn't have to change my lifestyle because we got divorced. I mean, I think that's pretty good. She had company in the house, and
Janine, you're glitching, and I want to hear everything you're saying. I want to hear you. Try again.
Let me.
Yeah.
Oh, in a different spot. Is this better?
Keep walking. Say it again. Right there. You're better.
So, okay, good. So we had company in the house, and you know, I just had certain rules in place, just maybe a little old-fashioned rules because I had my son there, and I just wanted her to be respectful, and they didn't really respect my rules at all after many warnings, and so I asked her boyfriend to leave, and she left with him. So I don't know, but I mean, there's, you know, she was stealing from me, and my mother had just passed away, and she went in my jewelry box and stole my mother's ring, and stole my bank card, and credit cards. But she's away at school and doing well, and you know, I know she's okay. She talks, remembers me, but I sent her emails on holidays, and she'll get past it eventually.
Yeah. I wonder, does she know that you know all of that she took the ring and the credit card? She knows that you know?
Oh yeah.
And you yelled, and what did you do? Like, how did she say why?
She just would always say, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. And I said, you know, just ask me, you know, just ask me. Don't just charge my credit card. And then I went up parents' weekend, and I slept with my purse under my pillow, and somehow she got it and took my bank card and then started charging stuff on my bank from like Apple Pay, which I don't even know how to do. And then I was on the phone with her on FaceTime, and there was my mother's ring that one of them that I had just inherited. And like I said, you know, that was for me to give you, not for, you know, I waited 48 years for that. That wasn't for you. That's for me to give you maybe when you get married, or when you turn a certain age, or when you have a baby. It wasn't for you to go in my drawer when I'm sleeping and take my key and steal it from me.
Mm-mm. That would hurt my heart.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't feel good.
yeah, you're right. That's a tough situation, because we have to also understand what it feels like to protect ourselves and our energy. So when someone is, creating an unhealthy environment, especially, and as a mother, you're like, I don't want to be away from this person, but you also have to understand that the choices and decisions that they make are theirs, and there will be consequences for the choices and decisions that, that they make. And it sucks when they have to learn things the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, I said, I think appropriate boundaries. It was very loving, and we had a great relationship, but I think that she didn't want boundaries, and so maybe she feels like she wants to be an adult, and because she's financially independent without me, it's not like, oh mom, I have to pay for my dorm room and I need a check or whatever. She doesn't have to come to me for that, so it's really easy for her not to talk to me. So I think as she grows, she'll realize that I should have been respectful and honestly, and yeah, I got upset.
Yeah.
I said, I can't keep you in the house alone anymore. Every time I turn around,
Yeah.
something's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
understand
she's
that.
very sweet. She's a beautiful girl. She's very sweet. She's super talented, super talented. She had an agent for Broadway, ended up having a head injury. It's a long story, but you want to see a picture of her?
I would love to.
Here, can you see?
Yes. Can you hold it a little closer? Can you put the picture to the lens a little bit?
Can you see it?
Let me see. Oh my gosh. Wait, a little bit more over. Hold on. Little bit. Oh my gosh. She's gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. So
That's
you know
her.
what?
And
Pray.
that's my son.
Oh, and he's 13, right?
Yeah, he was younger then.
And my daughter
So
is
those are my
12.
two. Oh.
I love my baby. Raising kids are hard though. But yeah, she's 12. I just got her hair done today. It's bright red. Oh my God. She just did it bright red. You know what though? They got to express themselves. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. See if she'll. Hey, Sophie, you want to come on? Show them your hair.
You know
So,
what? Pick your battles. If it's hair,
correct.
I think it's no big deal when it's hair. But when it's important, that's when you, and then it's like you're not always harping on them.
You're
I always say,
100% right.
you have to let them be who they are.
And that's the thing, is we birthed them, but they are their own people. Here, come.
Yeah.
Oh, here, she's going to come show you her hair. There you go. Put your head down. Go ahead. Say hi.
Hi. Look how pretty.
She's so excited.
You have a great mom. And your mom loves you very much. And I love your hair.
Thank you. All right. We love it. I love it. I know. You're 100% right. I'm like, hair. Little bit of makeup. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to let it, because you know what? If you don't let them express themselves in that way, they're going to find other ways, potentially harmful ways, So, it's
because at that age, they want to have their own autonomy, their own, they start to break away from us and spend more time with their friends because they need to disconnect, have their own autonomy, their own identity. And so she's found a way to do that, like through her hair. It's just a natural expression of maturity.
Yeah, absolutely. There you are. There you are. You're back.
I just declined it. Well, you're a wonderful mom and a wise soul.
Yes, and with your daughter.
What happened to the mic?
Uh-oh, can you not hear me? Let's try again. Hold on, let's see. Remove. Does it work now? No?
I don't know
You
why I
zapped?
can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Mike?
All right.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello. You want to click off and then link back on. Off and on. Yeah, because I want to
I don't know
reach
what
you and
happened.
card screen. Try to click off and then come back on.
I can't hear you. This is so... Wait.
Let's see this one. Yeah, she got it. Click on and come back on. All right, well, I'm going to read for her anyway. Let's see. So she'll be able to pick it up later. All right. What's interesting, darling, is that I do see some traveling, which is quite interesting. When it pulls up, I never know whether you're actually going to travel, so let me know. But I do see traveling, moving, relocating. I also see, which is really fascinating and amazing, that you are a master here. This is the master earth creator. So this guy is like the guru, like the one who gets it. Like he meditates and he heals and he just gets it. But I see that you have, which I guess we talked about, but there's a lot of stress around your life. See if you're going to pop on. Can you hear me now? Let's see. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you hear me talking the whole time?
No.
All right. I'm going to start over then, but I did record some of it. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. Look at my dog. He's so cute. Okay. I know. He's so beautiful. All right. So I see you traveling. Are you traveling anytime soon? Do you have any travel plans?
Not that I know of, but that sounds
Yeah.
good.
It's kind of a weird, I never know whether when it pulls traveling, I'm going to study the card a little more and see what, if it actually physically means traveling. Okay. But I did pull this one. So you see this one? This is the master card. So when I pull for myself, this is the guy who pulls up. So he's like the guru. He's connected to source. He's merged as one. He's a master here on the earth, and it pulls for you. So which is pretty awesome that you could really develop these gifts if you so choose to. You could really develop, and we just don't know what kind of power could emanate from your soul. At this point, you could have all sorts of fun gifts if you wanted to study this and learn about it, and yeah, and start taking classes and courses and meditate and start listening to master teachers. Ram Dass, Eckhart Tolle, the Four Agreements, the Ruiz guy, he's good. I've heard a lot of people love Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer is lovely in like the beginning level of getting into it. Wayne Dyer is very, you know, a good beginner's place to start. But as you go higher, it's Ram Dass, Eckhart Tolle, Osho. These are master teachers. Master teachers, what they master. So you will benefit from studying them. But guess what I see? Why this is being a little blocked right now is the amount of stress that is in your life. So you do have a lot of stress coming your way. And what that means is there's too many external situations that are draining your energy, and you are literally like trying to juggle them all on a ball, and the stress, you're about to pop. I mean, you're about to drop all of your stuff. Like you have a lot going on, like just too much going on. So keep that in mind and clean up that energy. See what cords of stressful situations you can wrap up or let go of or cut ties or move forward, and start cleaning up those vibration patterns. I also see there's some sorrow that is in your energetic field. So sadness, sorrow, something that's hurt you, something that's really just made you sad, and that energy is inside. So we're going to work on finding the way that energy feels and removing it. What has helped me, and it continues to help me, and it helped me about 5 times today, which was beautiful. When that sorrow energy comes to you, or that stressful energy envelops you and you start to feel it, it feels heavy, it feels tight, your head, stomach, nausea, all of that stuff, you go, this is not my energy. This energy does not belong to me. Please remove all energy that is not mine and that does not belong to me from my field. And you give yourself a couple minutes and it goes away. It's like a hack. Like your body somehow goes, oh, she doesn't want this energy. It's not good for her. And it moves it away. It's a beautiful thing. I felt it today, literally felt it. Because I had so much intense energy coming my way from some external circumstances. It was like relentless. And it was just because that's what happens, you know. When you have lots of things going on externally, whether it be relationship stuff or work stuff or partnership stuff, financial stuff, all that stuff is like this vibrating, energetic thing, and it shoots itself at you in connection to you. So even sometimes if you're feeling better, within a second, it's shooting more stuff at you. So you have to recognize how it feels when that happens and say, that's not my energy, and it's not going to go into my body. Clear it away, and then it just dissipates, and it's going to try to come back again. It's going to try to come back again, and you're going to click the X button and say, no, thank you, like the pop-up. No, 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 you're not going to get me to be upset about this. I'm not going to go think about this anymore. I'm not going to analyze this anymore. I'm not letting this into my energetic field. So we would like you to have a type of silence to you. Practice silence. Master silence. So learn a silence is a portal. What I mean by silence is listening to the silence that's around you all the time. It is a portal into the unmanifested source where the masters live. So it wants you to master silence. And so remember that. And then from there, this is another beautiful card that I pull for myself a lot. This girl, it's called ordinariness. But what I love about her is she's really just at peace with existence. She's found a type of peace with everything that's going on, and just walking outside in nature and looking at the flowers and just feeling the sun and the wind and just really appreciating the earth and your world and your life and just looking at the world with real peace and love and forgiveness and kindness and compassion. She's just a happy girl. This girl is just really happy. So I love her. She pulled for you. So we're going to love her together. I love this girl. She's so nice and happy and content, you know? So we have some stress and stuff to get rid of. And then once that's done, you'll be in a good place. A little bit better.
Okay, good. Yeah. Last week you told me there was a guy that was coming. And so it's there. I'm excited about that.
Yes, I know. Oh, well, because this girl gets to meet the guy because she's so... When you're here and you're so happy, you're going to meet the guy on the nature trail path is what I mean. And it might not be nature for you, but whatever your happy place looks like, whatever that, I don't know, it could be yoga. It could be riding a bike. It could be sitting at the beach. It could be a painting class. We don't know. So we need to find your happiness, find your happy spot, find something that you really love that speaks to your soul. And then you will meet that man there. You know, you'll meet him. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I know. I agree. Me too.
Let's
do a single. Yeah. Where do you live, by the way?
I'm in Boca Raton. Where are you?
So I'm in Boynton Beach. So you should come to our event. You should come to our event.
I will.
It's coming up. That's a good question. You know what? I think it's the last weekend in February. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you don't have to come to all of them. I think you can just pick one if you want. It's at Jamar Enlightenment. Enlightenment Center. Jamar, Jamar. And they'll know more than I do. And Wednesday, Joseph, I'm sure I can get more details. And it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the very last weekend. And I'll be there with Joseph. I'll be there all 3 days. I think I'm going to be there all 3 days.
I'll come by. I'll definitely.
Okay. Yeah, come by and come say hi.
I definitely
I'll give you a hug.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you for my meeting.
You're welcome. It's so good to see you. And let me know how everything goes. Keep me posted. And you know, the only thing, but I know that I feel like you know this, but as far as your daughter is concerned, there's probably a lot of people saying do this or do that, this and that. But the reality is what would love do? I mean, sometimes love heals all. And sometimes it's like, it seems like you've given her so much love But I would try to just think, all right, what would Jesus do? What would they would kind of love, accept? Now, that doesn't mean you have to continue putting yourself into like a harmful situation. You know what I mean? But there is that love and forgiveness. And okay, so this happened. I'm gonna let you know that I love you and I forgive you. And I'm saying this to you because I care about you. Because imagine what happens if that happens at a job or at a boyfriend's house. If he goes over, this is like a thing you want to. And also it's something that I don't know if she's ever considered therapy, but talking to someone, you know, about that. Because if you're stealing, that's just like a habit that you picked up somewhere when you were a kid or something. And
she did when she was little, and I took her to the place and made her and I asked for the store manager, and I was very nice about it because she was little, and I just had her apologize, and the store manager said, you know, you're really lucky that your mom is teaching you this, because, you know, if we had caught you, we would have called the police. And I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to scare her straight.
Yeah.
So
I did the same thing with my son. I had to do the same thing. I did. And then I caught him stealing. My son too, he stole like marbles and then he walked. But this was like the bunch of times he had done it. He would go to the toy stores and just, and yeah, I'd catch him and would bring it back. And then the very last time he did it, I really had to scare him. And I did. The very last time he did it, we walked out of the store. He was with his friend Annalyn, and the marbles start falling out of his pants. As he's walking, I'm like, what is it? Oh, there. Well, it was open. It was open. Oh my God. So I made him pick every last one of those marbles up. We turned around. We went right back to the toy store. And I even said to the manager, look, we're going to make this one really bad. And the manager was like, you actually stole. I'm going to call the police on you. I mean, the manager played it off really well, made it to. Leo was like scared. And I was like, yeah, because this is not the first time he's done this. This is a repeat offender. I tell you what, he hasn't stolen much since, but he still has that little, you know, and sometimes I wonder, like here or there, and I know, like he said, oh, it's 20 here or there. So it's something that's kind of in their energetic field. But as parents,
can't hear you again.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I love you. Bye. One, try. Now, here we go. Lisa, do you want to come on? Hi, Lisa. All right, let's see.
How are you?
Hi, Janine. I'm good. Hi, darling. Welcome. Hi. Is this your first time on?
On this part, I've been on with you and Joseph before, but I didn't even know this existed. I happened to slide in.
Yay, I'm glad you did. Would you care for a reading?
Absolutely.
All right. Awesome. It's my last one of the evening. Lisa, take a breath for me.
It's going to be less fun.
Morning.
When did you get home?
Last night. I thought you were staying at Carlos's. Not quite. Talk about it. Not really. It's not good.
Oh, they're so right.
Thank you.
No.
Maybe he's out. He's out. Well, what do you do? Not sure that I get it exist.
Okay.
Who I was and what I need.
Lisa. All right. So, are you aware that you're being communicated to by your guides, that they're talking to you?
No.
Okay, so your guides are talking to you. They want a relationship with you. They're sending you signs and symbols and messages. They've been doing it for quite some time, and they would like you to, if you want to, develop a relationship with them and begin to listen to them a little bit more. Begin to listen and look for those signs and symbols. Begin talking to them and asking for help and guidance.
Okay.
I also see that this path is one that is taken alone. So this will be a solo journey. And I see that there's some new visions that are happening. So do you have any ideas of changing and shifting and making some moves and clearing some energy? Some new thoughts, new ideas? You don't need to.
I don't know, not real. Not that I mean, no, I don't think so. I mean, maybe I kind of business wise would like to do some, I do crafts, making shirts and things like that. And my daughter's kind of trying to get me to go branch out a little bit. So
This is a new vision, 100%. Yes. So when you have that kind of creative outlet, that allows your soul to heal and to become strong and to vibrate light. So making these arts and crafts is something that your soul is calling for you. Okay, so I want to say yes to that. All right, now, again, we have a little bit of a mind split or a mind glitch. So energetically, we've picked up a lot of bits and pieces in our mind, and our mind is a little bit like a computer that is in need of a software update. So it's kind of like we have a lot of different things that are going on in the mind, and it's taking you on all these different places. And sometimes this can make you feel a little unhealthy. So the health aspect of clearing up your energy, I love what you just said about these arts and crafts. I'd really love you to look into that. I'd also love you to look into maybe Dr. Wayne Dyer. Maybe you can listen to him. I would love you to learn a little bit more about, do you have YouTube?
yes.
Okay, so there's like Ram Dass, there's Teal Swan, there's these spiritual teachers that are out there. I would love you to just begin to listen to them to lighten up some of that energy, some of that healing energy will flow into your body.
Okay.
And that will clear the mind a little bit too, because the mind's kind of fuzzy, foggy. So it's going to feel like a little bit of an adventure for you. It's going to feel like something new. It's going to be a participation. So you're going to be participating with people who are more similar to who you are, who have this light energy. They're going to be friends, and you're going to be speaking to people. But like I said, this will be a solo journey taken alone. So I want you to remember that as well. And connect with your guides.
Okay.
That's what I got for you right now, Lisa.
Okay.
All right. And let us know how it goes. Let me know how you're feeling in a week or so. Let me know if you're feeling a little lighter, or as you move with your goals, set your intentions. I was also telling everyone that I have a 21-day, and anyone who's listening, a 21-day health and wellness challenge, kind of, which I'm starting tomorrow, and I'm saying it out loud so that I'm being held accountable for my challenge. I'm going to allow my body to detox from certain items that I feel are harmful, such as caffeine. And I would like to ask any of you who would like to do the same to pick something that you know is unhealthy for you and just go 21 days without it. Okay. Or something that's healthy for you and go 21 days with it. So maybe listening to music or listening to meditations, cutting out caffeine, or whatever it is you think you can go without. But all right. Well, thank you, Lisa, for coming on, and thank you for joining me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Well, loves, that's it for us for the night. It's 9:40. So just remember, me and Joseph are doing readings on Wednesday at 8 p.m. We just read. So that's awesome. I also, again, I'm going to get these cards on YouTube. So YouTube, by the way, all of these videos are on YouTube. I'm also going to be putting I'm going to detail these cards. Okay, so that when you pull them, you can take a look at what you pulled, and you can look them up in the more detailed meanings of what Osho means, and I can go into a little more detail of what the card means. So I'm working on that. That's my little challenge. And then I have my 21-day detox and fast and water and broth and tea. Wish me luck. I'll let you know how it goes every week, because I'm going to check in, because I just really want to stick with it this time. Something always gets in the way. I love coffee. I really love coffee, but the caffeine and the sugar, but I don't just love coffee. I love like it with sugar and syrup and cream and caramel and whipped cream and chocolate. It's like dessert in a cup, thousands of calories. So I'm foregoing that for 21 days and all the other stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you. I feel better. So thank you for rebalancing my energy. Oh, Joseph and me are doing a workshop. So if you're local and you're listening, we are doing a workshop the last February. I know he's got to tell me this is last weekend of February, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Jamar Enlightenment Center up here in West Palm Beach. And then we'll also be announcing our next event. And then I have an event coming up where we're going to go do the meditations down south. And also I want to do some yoga, some beach yoga. And I'm going to let you know when that's coming. So I want to do these little events, start getting together, hang out, meet you guys. All right. I love you. Have a good night. Bye. Let's ding us out. Stay present. Live in the moment. Watch your energy all week. Recognize those low vibrational energetic states. And our key word for this week is expectations. Notice how many of them you have. Expectations. Yay. Good night. See you Wednesday. Bye. All right, let's see. Hold on, I gotta say I think that's it. I'm gonna play my show one more time.